innovation, stability, community, investment, customer service. These are the words that come up in conversation when discussing any successful business. When you think of the most successful Fortune 500 companies, Amazon is at the forefront of this list. For Group 4's collaborative course project presentation, we will discuss Amazon.com Incorporated and explore the company description, market analysis, and operations management. We will also give marketing recommendations, business and ethics recommendations, and overall recommendations for future research and innovation.
A marketing analysis is a quantitative and qualitative assessment of a market. It investigates the size of the market, both in volume and in value, the various customer segments and buying patterns, the competition, and the economic environment in terms of barriers to entry and regulation. I am going to focus on various marketing areas throughout this analysis and explain the benefit of utilizing a market analysis. Amazon uses different methods that help determine specific groups of people as customers and developing products and services that would be appealing to certain groups. Segmentation involves dividing population into groups according to certain characteristics, whereas targeting implies choosing specific groups identified because of segmentation to sell product. Positioning refers to the selection of the marketing mix, the most suitable for the target customer segment. The two types of positioning Amazon mainly uses is multi-segment positioning, which allows for a wide range of their product and services to successfully exploit more than one segment at a time, and adaptive positioning, which allows the online retail market to closely monitor and change in external marketplace and address customer expectations by regularly repositioning products and services according to any changes that might take place in the segment. Most companies today are forced by competitive pressures to develop and adjust strategies almost continuously. It is much harder now to conceive a long-range plan and simply execute it to completion. Successful modern enterprises much often adjust their plans in real time to capitalize on the continuous changing environment, to take advantage of new positions as they arise and avoid unforeseen pitfalls. Jeff Bezos, CEO, says there are many ways to center a business. You can be competitor focused, you can be product focused, you can be technology focused, you can be business model focused, and there are more. But in my view, obsessive customer focus is by far the most important, even when they don't know it yet. Customers want something better, and you desire to delight customers will drive you to invent on their behalf. Amazon barriers to entry is very powerful, and one key factor is its tremendous global brand. Also, the company has extensive infrastructure, which allows for low-cost delivery and top-notch service.
Mission, vision, and values. Amazon was founded in order to be the leader in customer service and online retail. Their mission, vision, and values all revolve around one thing: exceptional customer service. Amazon's mission and vision: to be the Earth's most customer-centric company. They aim to achieve this goal by focusing on 4 key concepts: customer obsession rather than competitor focus, passion for invention, commitment to operational excellence, and long-term thinking. Adding value and convenience is of substantial importance to the Amazon team. In order to uphold and sustain their mission, their team leaders stand by the following core values: customer obsession, ownership, invent and simplify, insist on the highest standards, think big, bias for action, frugality, have a backbone, disagree and commit, and deliver results.
There are 3 organizational goals that we have chosen to make a main focus point of ours. The first one being AWS. AWS is becoming a bigger part of Amazon's business every year, with more people switching to the cloud from generic on-site dedicated servers. Amazon's revenue from AWS was approximately $1.75 billion in 2017, though this is just a small portion of the $178 billion in total revenue. We believe that in the next 5 to 10 years, it will become a bigger part of that total revenue. Our plan is to push more into the development of AWS and increase the revenue from approximately 1% to around 5%. The second goal we have chosen to make a focus point is entry to healthcare. Recently, it became known that Amazon was teaming up with Berkshire Hathaway and JP Morgan Chase to create an employee healthcare system to counteract the increasing costs of healthcare. We plan to devote a lot of resources to this cause, as it will be beneficial not only to our bottom line costs, but also to our employees. By offering a much cheaper healthcare plan to our employees, we can soften the blows they have to take when major health issues arise. This will in turn create a better work environment for our employees and make Amazon a more desirable company to work for. And the third and final goal that we have chosen to make a focus is continued development of our core business, e-commerce. Now, Amazon has not forgotten about what their whole company is built on, and that's online retail. So we plan to keep this at the center of our attention, devoting any resources necessary to continually develop our online retail sector. And over the next several years, we plan to increase our main revenue from this by approximately 10%.
Operation management. Amazon's organizational flowchart is categorized in 3 organizational levels: headquarters, which are the main goals of the company; division, which is defining the division's actions; and department, which is implementation. Amazon's organizational culture pushes employees to go beyond traditional boundaries to cultivate bright ideas and solutions to respond to the demands of e-commerce marketplace. Human capital, motivational, and rewarding programs are aligned with the company's mission, values, and vision, along with the roadmap for developing a quality workforce. Operational, technology, and process is a well-defined blueprint to show the system's development lifecycle, defining the relationships among business operations, IT infrastructure, and applications. Diversity and globalization. Amazon continue to reflect diversity and increase their globalization efforts. The balanced scorecard. Some aspects of the card: you have financials, which are the financial ability and performance, and the measures are improve cost structure, expand revenue opportunity. Also, you have innovation, which is business processes and proficiency, and the measures are design and development.
Amazon's wide variety of innovative products and services require excellent marketing strategies. I will discuss different marketing sectors and recommendations. A couple of Amazon's hottest offers are Amazon Prime, such as shows, Fire Stick, and Kindle. Amazon Prime offers customers to watch hit shows with their subscriptions. It would be great if Prime released episodes on a weekly basis, similar to what Hulu does. Immediately after an episode airs on television, the episodes should release on Prime the next day. Amazon has added one-click ordering for faster services as well. In addition to this, text alerts of new recommended for you products should be text to customers' phones with text back options for purchases. For branding, a recommendation will be to use celebrities for product exposure in order to build a fan base. A lot of millennials use Amazon's products. So an advertisement with trendy millennial celebrities will bring in many new customers. Additionally, new product updates should be timed around competitors' releases when they release their products, so Amazon can always be in the customer's choice year-round. Amazon currently has excellent customer service. Recommended additions would be that they offer 24/7 phone, chat, and email support. A recommendation for distribution and logistics will be for all deliveries to have hourly tracking methods on products that are both from Amazon and third-party distributors. Secondly, the ability to adjust delivery addresses after shipping has taken place. And lastly, just as UPS has lockers for their packages, Amazon lockers with text alerts will be a strategy that is extremely convenient for customers. Regarding communication, Amazon will benefit from additional television, radio, and YouTube commercials. Also, in the day and age of social media, consistent usage of Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter will be great for promoting flash deals and promotions. They could also create fun and relative viral videos on these platforms. Lastly, opening more physical stores worldwide might help flesh out competitors as well. For future research and innovations, the customer should be in control. An analysis of product quality through customer surveys will benefit Amazon. Additionally, customers should be able to submit product ideas and concepts. It will be fun if the submissions were in competition format, where there were winners for the best product idea by customers.
Hey guys, so for my portion of the presentation, I was going to be covering the business and ethics recommendations for Amazon, going over the corporate governance and accountability, then discussing code of ethics for global operations and internal ethics, and then move on to the corporate social responsibility, confidentiality, intellectual property recommendations aspect for the company. So starting off here, Amazon looks at corporate governance and accountability in a fashion of who should be quote unquote running the company, and they answer that by going ahead and taking into account their shareholders' opinions and also what the heads of the company are saying. So folks like Jeff Bezos and whatnot. Jeff Bezos himself once said in a lecture to his shareholders, actually a fundamental measure of our success will be the shareholder value we create over the long term. Now focusing on here the global operations and internal ethics, Amazon actually has a very clear-cut policy on its code of business conducts and ethics. They actually have a list of 12 guidelines that all state how employees should be acting lawfully, ethically, and in the best interest of Amazon, whether globally or here at home within the US. Now finally, in terms of discussing intellectual property and confidentiality recommendations, Amazon already does a really good job following the Digital Millennium Copyrights Act. With anything that's copyrighted on their website there and helping out with intellectual property, one way they could additionally reinforce that is to make current sellers sign a contract that'll help against counterfeit products that are sold under a different brand name or anything like that, and that way intellectual property can be protected. Focusing on CSR lastly here, they actually have a sustainability lead named Kara Hartnett, who actually makes improvements with packaging and that helped the environment, and it saved millions of dollars because Amazon was using large boxes for very small items. One thing they also offer is a plan that says pay to quit, where Amazon offers $2,000 to $5,000 for any employees to quit and to think about their future. One way they can kind of cover this is perhaps to increase the amount, because that small amount won't be able to cover them for too long there. So these are just a couple of the things that Amazon can do. If not, they're already doing for their business and ethics, and any recommendations they have there. Thanks.